Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Tony's Tips. Thanks for tuning in. I hope wherever you are in the country that you're having as beautiful weather as we are here in Meridian/Boise, Idaho. Just love being outdoors, love this time of year. Hope it doesn't get much hotter, but we know it will. Anyway, just a reminder about how bad do we want to wear summer clothes and feel good about ourselves in them. It's just so much more comfortable, right? So I want to encourage you to keep pressing on towards your goal, knowing that summer can be a big motivator for you. And June, July, and August are going to be here, whether we are ready for them or not. So I just want to encourage you to stay the course and just go, I can do this. And I just want to remind you that you can. And I know some of you have checked in and you've had some struggles, and that's okay. We're humans, folks. We're not perfect. Others of you have checked in and just completely black and white, strict following plan, getting the results. And it's just, we go through different seasons of life, and the journey is just that. It's a journey, and it's not always perfect, and it's not always pretty. But I want to encourage you to just stay the course and to keep your goals ever before you, and to just say, why am I doing this? What is it that I want? How's my life going to be different when I get to my goal weight? And even in the journey on the way there, what's changing for you? And we have a great tool. Our Optavia Fuelings are second to none, in my opinion. They get the job done. Whenever I go back on program for a tune-up, it works every time. Those of you that remember, if we're friends on Facebook, if we're not, send me a friend request, please. But if we are, you remember that in February, I announced to my 2,500 plus Facebook friends and said, I'm going to drop 20 pounds in March. I know some of you have heard this already. It wasn't because I was hoping and just trying to psych myself up that I'm going to lose 20 pounds in March. It's because I knew I was going to lose 20 pounds in March. I knew I had been putting on too much over last year, all the traveling and everything, and I thought, it's time. I'm ready. It's time. And so I did. And I jumped on program on the 3rd of March, and by the 28th of March, I had lost 21 pounds, 22 pounds, something like that. And so that was a pretty bold claim, but that's because our fuelings are that predictable. We know they work. And in my case, I know that I can drop 20 pounds in 4 weeks. Everybody's different. Some lose more. We have a client that's now down 24 pounds in 2 weeks. Kind of ridiculous, I know, and the results are definitely not typical. And please don't be discouraged by that. Rejoice and be thankful for him, who started out at 316 and already down under 300. So it's exciting to know what's possible. But what about when it's only 1 or 2 pounds a week? What about the times that it's only a half a pound? That's when we have to remember this is not a race to the goal on the scale. How fast can I take this weight off so I can go back and eat whatever I want? If that's your mindset, then guess who needs to be working on the mindset? And that's part of what the Habits of Health is all about, is to help us retrain our habits and create new habits. Get past some of the mindsets that we've had that have led us to not such healthy places, and changing our relationship with food and all the things that are coming out of the Habits of Health, that personal growth journey. Some of it's food and nutrition, yes. The reduction of stress, important. Getting more sleep, super important. Exercise at the proper time will be very important for you. All of that's in the Habits of Health, but digging deep into your own journey and finding out your why and keeping that ever before you. And again, with summer just around the corner, guys, it's time. It's time to say, let's do this. Let's get to, even if it's just 10 or 15 pounds over the next month or two, won't you feel better for doing that? Also, just addressing that some have just mentioned that they've had a few cheats and it's been really hard, or they've had a complete break from program and it's really hard getting going again. We've got a few clients that are coming back from years ago that have put on some weight that are trying to get back into the swing, and it's been a real battle. And I just want you to know that for whatever reason, second, third, fourth time around, it's definitely harder than the first time. But it doesn't mean that it can't be done, and I'm a good example, living proof of that I just make up my mind. I struggle getting back on, folks. I really do. But when I do, I'm all in and I'm going for it because the thing works. And every time I want to jump off program or have a cheat or get out of fat burning, I just remind myself why I'm doing this. And for me, a lot of times it's that motivation of going, I just want this gut to be smaller. And so I'm not going to cheat because I'm going to have to it's all it's going to do is delay what I want. So anyway, and there's so much more, guys. It's this can be really deep rooted for some people. For others, for me, it was more I just love food. But it's different for everybody. But just understand what it is for you and then why you're doing this. One other thing that a little sobering, I've mentioned a few weeks ago that Dr. Anderson's wife died in her sleep. I had lunch with my mentor yesterday, and he said pretty sure that it was just a brain aneurysm. That just was instant. I mean, Dr. Anderson heard a noise and quickly sat up and looked over, and she was gone. And the love of his life of all these years, and their two daughters, and it's a very sad thing, and we are all grieving still, because Lori was just an amazing gal to all of us that have known her. And then the following week, my personal coach and mentor, Tammy, who had gone into some great remission last year, stage 4 cancer, she just passed away about a week and a half ago, and that's been hitting me pretty hard. And then Sunday I stopped and visited a friend on the way home from our men's retreat in the mountains, and he's had some cancer treatment, and just last October his world was rocked with that statement that he heard that you have prostate cancer, stage 4. And so he said, actually it's not prostate, it's partly prostate, but it's called something else. Anyway, what he said yesterday is his all his numbers came back great from his blood work, but he said, but I'm still a terminal patient. And that just really was sobering. We're the same age, we both have grown kids, we both have grandkids, and sitting there in his living room and chatting with he and his wife just really grieved my heart. And it's just a reminder that we don't know how long we have. We don't know what tomorrow holds, what today holds for us or for a loved one. And to remember that, do something about the things we can do something about. Because there are some things in life, some curveballs that come our way that we have no control over whatsoever. But there are a lot of things that we do have control over, and those are the areas that we want to work on to become our best and healthiest self, so that we can be around for our loved ones and enjoy our life here on this earth. So I encourage you to keep pursuing that which is important to you. Also, in the email there is the Habits of Health link. If you're not getting those weekly texts from the company, just simply go to, and this should be in the body of the email, simply go to your text and send a text to 99000, 99,000, no comma, and then just type in Optavia 30, no space, OPTAVIA 30. And then every Wednesday you'll get that reminder that the Habits of Health Zoom, which is a video chat, video webinar, will be at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time every Wednesday. So I hope you'll sign up for that. And then you can also go to YouTube and type in search Habits of Health, Optavia Habits of Health, and just subscribe. And you'll get that every week. You'll get the new one into your inbox. So that's it for now. If I haven't heard from you, I'd love to hear from you. God bless you, and keep doing what you need to do to be your best, healthiest self. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.